The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, the reason why I brought that up is because Kamaru's definitely talking about he just wants a big money fights now.
Yeah.
So
I get that. Well, he's probably like a year away from a knee replacement.
yeah,
I mean,
right.
if you watched him walk down the stairs like that,
I know.
Michael Bisping had both his knees replaced once he retired.
Yeah, I mean,
Same shit.
And his his eye is not replaced, but it's fake.
Yeah, he has like a contact that he puts in that makes it look.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
But I've seen him pop it out.
I have too.
It's incredible.
Gnarly. It's
yeah,
gnarly.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, my point was, if Kamaru starts, I was wondering if he's thinking about like the money. So you know that what's the saying is the wolf climbing the hill is always hungrier than the wolf on top of the hill, something like that. So I mean, you know, Colby's still trying to get up there. Kamaru's been up there. Do you lose that hunger a little bit?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not with that guy.
Yeah.
I think at the championship level, like the true champions, and I think Kamaru is like a champion of champions. I think he's in this all-time great category. Like let's imagine this fight is not taking place right now, and you're not comparing him with Colby. You just look at what he's done so far and his skill level. I think you got a real argument that he is right now the best pound-for-pound fighter in the sport. If you look at what his accomplishments are. One loss ever in his entire mixed martial arts career, has run through everyone in his division, including winning the title over a dominant Tyron Woodley, 5-round rout, just destroyed him. Has beat him pillar to post every round. And then you look at his fights with Masvidal, you look at his fight with Colby, you look at his fight with Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is a dangerous man, and he put him away. And Gilbert hurt him. He hurt him in the first round. Kamaru recovered and smashed him. Knocked out Masvidal with one punch in the second fight. He's a real argument that he's the best guy in the sport.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to see him challenged, you would want a guy who's got killer wrestling, that's Colby. Amazing gas tank, that's Colby. Unstoppable mentality, that's Colby. And a guy who's been in there with him and knows what adjustments to make.
Right.
You know, I think, you know, when Masvidal took that first fight, he took the first fight on short notice.
Yeah,
and
6 days.
He had some good moments in the fight, but ultimately he fell prey to Usman's conditioning. You know, and Usman had said, the reason why he was willing to fight me then was because he had a built-in excuse.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is interesting, because
Yeah.
that would have fucked with a man's head.
Yeah.
You call him a journeyman, and you know that fucks with a guy's head. Like the difference in the accomplishments of the two are very different. Like Masvidal obviously has that giant Ben Askren knockout, and he beat up Nate Diaz in that fight. And Masvidal's a bad motherfucker and a very clever fighter. He's one of my favorite guys to watch fight because he's so intelligent. But Usman just demolished him in that second fight. Demolished him. That's what separates like very good fighters from all-time greats.
And he had a full camp that time.
Yeah.
Masvidal did.
Didn't help.
No.
It actually helped him less. Like he was better. But I think Usman's better than he was before. I think he continues to get better. And he's training with Trevor Whitman. Like he moved camps. You know, he used to be down in South Florida, and then he made his way.
Hoof.
Yeah, it was originally the Black Zillions, then it was Stanford's, but he's now with Trevor Whitman, who's a real striking genius. You know, Trevor Whitman is a brilliant guy.
Yeah. I've always loved what he's done. I mean, because with Gaethje and with Rose, it's like, man.
He's got 3 fighters in the main card. That's pretty
incredible.
crazy. That shows you how good Trevor Whitman is.
Yeah.
He also makes the best gloves in the business.
Yeah.
His gloves are fucking fantastic.
Yeah. You've been lobbying for those.
Oh, my God.
for the
They're
UFC
so
to
good.
use those.
Well, not just his boxing gloves. I use his gloves to hit the bag. He makes the best shin pads. He makes the best equipment. Like, it's crazy that you got a coach who is also designing equipment. And he was explaining to me that the foam that they use, the foam that most people use, is not the best foam. It's like the best cost-effective foam. So he uses like the best top of the food chain, space-age technology foam. And like you really feel the difference when you like hit things with his gloves. Like it's better protection for your hands.
No. Yeah, I know. I've watched some stuff on him, and I'm a fan.
He's
definitely.
a wizard.
He's
a fun guy too, and they have he has a good relationship, a good rapport with his students. You know, which is so important because he's a good guy to get along with. You know, he's a fun guy. And so, like, watching him coach these people and seeing, like, 3 top flight fighters on the same card.
It's incredible. I'm pretty intrigued, too, with the coaching changes for Usman and Colby. They both changed camps.
Yeah, so what happened with Colby? You're friends with Colby. What led him to switch camps? Because he was with ATT forever.
It seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like there was a bunch of drama down there, you know, because I think Poirier's down there, and I don't know. It seemed like he said that, or for what I'm seeing on interviews, you know, there was drama going into train, and he just wanted to get away from that.
Didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, and that's a big organization down there. Basically, it's a lot of fighters, and so then he switched to this. I think it's MMA Masters, and you know, small gym. They give him the full attention. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he brings the drama. He shouldn't be shocked. I mean, who the fuck causes more drama than Colby?
I know, yeah.
Still,
good
though,
stuff.
That's how he's so popular. It's both things, right?
Yeah.
Which is rare. Like, he has incredible skill level. He's as tough as they come. And he talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's good.
And most people don't know that he got forced into talking shit. Like, the UFC was about to cut him. They didn't like his style. They told him. Yeah. And so then he fought Damian Maia in Brazil, and then called him a bunch of filthy animals, and you know, and said a bunch of crazy shit.
Places a dump.
Yeah, they went crazy.
They took exception to that.
He went pro wrestling heel.
Yeah,
and it changed.
It worked.
It changed the trajectory of his career. What people don't know about Colby, what you know about Colby, is when you're with him in person, super nice guy.
Oh, he's actually soft spoken.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, but he's had dinner at the house. We had elk, and just polite, soft-spoken.
Yeah.
My wife and daughter, everybody's there, just being as nice as can be.
He's a gentleman.
That's who he is.
That's the real guy.
Yeah, for sure.
This other thing is like a character that he does, which is so fascinating.
It works. I mean, I watched an interview him and DC did a couple days ago, and I mean, DC gave him every opportunity. He's like, "Do you ever get tired? Do you ever sit at home and say, I would, you know, could give it a rest and just be?" And he's just like, "No." He's like, I'm always, he's something like he's always on. And he's like, you know, DC said, "Do you respect Usman? You know, I'm like as a fighter." He's like, "No." So he wouldn't even, I mean, he's sticking to the script.
Yeah, well, he's got that pro wrestling heel character down. And if he ever decides to leave the UFC and go to pro wrestling, he would have a giant career in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
If he wanted to.
Probably.
Oh my God. If he decided, if he fought, you know, let's say, you know, whatever happens with his career, but like 5 years from now, if he decides to go to pro wrestling, my God, will that guy have a fucking career over there.
Yeah.
He's talked so much shit.
Oh, I know. It's good. I can't wait.
Yeah. It's going to be an amazing fight. Watch the entire episode for free only on Spotify.